romance.
Hello,
Road Ranger danger adventure. Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Road Rangers.
We are back again.
It's amazing.
I know. I love doing this show.
I love everybody. Our fans are the best.
No, it's really fun.
We have more than two fans. I'll tell you why.
Oh, there's Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. Woohoo! Nebraska in the house. Cornhuskers.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's talk about
Big Red.
Big Red. Go Big Red.
Hi,
Hey,
Bobby.
Woohoo. See, these are our peeps. This is why I get up in the morning.
Let's do the date. Today's Tuesday, May 25th. Oh, hi, Anonymous Bob.
Hi, Anonymous Bob. He's secret.
I know. He's always in the
very mysterious.
He's a mysterious man.
He is.
He's a mystery man.
He wears that yellow mask everywhere he goes.
I know.
Driving in the car.
All the time.
In the drive-through.
It is hard to eat, though. It is hard to eat, but
you have to strain the food, I would imagine.
He doesn't need to eat.
No.
It's optional.
Well, guess what, guys? We're just gonna let's just talk about the elephant in the room. So they got us. We had a good run.
Yep. We thought, wow, maybe we're doing this right because we have all these rebel words. And we thought, okay, well, maybe we're going to, skate by the YouTube police. But oh, no. No. So tell.
Do you have the screenshot of the offense?
It's in Telegram, right?
Yeah, it's in Telegram. So anyway, I go in to update our Rumble. So I download all of our videos, and even if I don't update Rumble right away, I've at least downloaded the video. So I go in to download some videos, and sure enough, there is a warning, and it's our first warning. Whoopsie. And yeah, so what they're saying is because we've been talking about the Arizona audit, that they're claiming that we're spamming content that advances false claims that widespread fraud, errors, or glitches change the outcome of the U.S. 2020 presidential election is not allowed on YouTube. We can't even talk about if there were glitches.
No, we can't even talk about the news that talk about the glitches.
Correct. We can't talk about, because that's how we got caught on the CDC. And there's some, other articles we're going to talk about today where you can't even post anything about the CDC reactions to the poke. And it's crazy. So I don't want to have to come up with rebel words for the audit. I don't think we should have to.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, come on. It's all over the news. I mean, hello.
You'd have to be living under a rock.
Yeah, and we're not creating the news. We're just talking about content that's on the internet.
And how dare us give our opinion and the happiness that we feel that this is going on.
You're not allowed. No. Not allowed.
That's the problem, is it doesn't fit the narrative. So basically, we had a good run, but so this is the first warning. This channel that we're on right now is Road Ranger 2. The next strike will be shut down immediately for 7 days. The second strike, 14 days. And then the third strike, the channel's just gone. We have Revolution Road Ranger 3 and now Revolution Road Ranger 4. We're asking everybody to please subscribe to
on
both
YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, please subscribe, like, and share.
And Rumble. Because
Rumble, of course, yeah.
It could happen at any minute now. Seriously.
No, you're right. It depends on whoever is,
and it's not. Go ahead.
There's full-time people at YouTube that first what happens is they go through a algorithm, with the AI or the computer goes through. But then if it does, then there's human bodies that also review this stuff too. So they're going to get us.
Well, and the thing is it isn't chronological. and this is what happened with the first one, is it isn't like, okay, all the videos up until now on 2 are fine because they banned the 20th video. No, that isn't the case. They can very well go back and start pulling videos that have already, because now we're flagged. And so that's what happened with the first one, is they went back and pulled past videos. So we just need everybody to please subscribe and keep going, because tomorrow we could be on 3.
I know. We could be gone. 2 could be gone. Who knows? And you know what? They could have a wild hair and just shut everything down all of a sudden. Who knows?
Correct.
You know, they just do whatever the heck they want to do. We can't have an opinion.
No, unless it's their opinion. Now, we can go all day long.
Right. And
say, talk about their crap.
Right. And say that the Arizona audit is a sham and that shouldn't be done, and the voters of Arizona have no rights.
Maybe we can, maybe what we can do, I'm fixing my light. Maybe what we can do is just start saying, Trump is unhinged. Trump is unhinged. And throw them off. We can throw them off the set.
Oh, yeah, right. Maybe. Yeah, right. Just blurt out like Tourette. Just do Tourette. Like, oh, Trump. Yes. Trump's an orange man. Bad. Orange man. Bad. And maybe you're right. Maybe that'll throw them off for a while.
Love shouldn't hurt. Love shouldn't hurt.
It does hurt, Road Ranger.
So anyway, there's that. Do you have a delay on your end?
No, I do not. It's probably your stupid internet.
Well, I've been turning stuff off here slowly. Let me turn this light off.
Well, the baby was in here again.
He could be messing with things. So let's just keep going.
Okay. What else do you have?
Okay, so one of the stories along the lines of censorship that's crazy, Project Veritas. I know you had this on your agenda tonight,
too. Yes,
so
I had that on my list. Yes.
So they have 2 whistleblowers, 2 brave souls who work for Facebook, and they came forward with some internal documents that show that they have intentionally put together an algorithm that what it does is it finds people who are making posts that could prevent or encourage vaccine hesitation.
Yes. Vaccine hesitancy.
That's
what they're calling it.
Correct. And they, so what they're doing is, if you post something, even indirect, that has to do with any negativity, I mentioned the VAERS reactions, they're going to what they call demote your post, so it will not show up in like most relevant for your friends feed. It may not show up in most recent. You'll still see it on your wall, but it's not going to broadcast it to your friends.
It's like you're totally shadow banned.
Correct.
Yeah, you're shadow banned big time.
But they also have an algorithm that's built in that if your post gets 20 likes, they will decrease those likes by so much. You've seen this on YouTube all the time. They have algorithms built in now to where, Biden had Mr. B had his first discussion where we thought it was CGI, and the likes and the dislikes were much higher, but then they altered it.
Yeah, people took screenshots of this time frame and then that time frame, and it was did not make any sense at all.
Correct.
It was all over the place. It's all delusion. Ugh.
I've even had some posts in the original Road Ranger back in the early days where I had X number of likes. I think it's when we got trolled by the Twitch people. I had a bunch of dislikes and I had some likes, but then the dislike, it was just something was going on. Well, I'll just say that it was just a weird kind of thing that was going. And I don't care. Dislike it all day long. I don't care. I'm still gonna come do this. So.
No one's gonna dislike us. Why would anybody not like us? We're so we're middle-aged,
lovable,
threatening people.
Real raw news.
Exactly. So yeah, that's a big deal. So I know that Project Veritas, this video came out last night. Is there going to be another video coming out tonight? Or, well, there's two whistleblowers. There's two whistleblowers, and I think that they were interviewed in their one video that was released last night, right?
I believe so. I don't think that if there's a follow-up, I'm not aware of it.
Okay. Well, I love them. They do such good work, and they're getting big press all over the place. So I would like to contribute to them because, and they're hiring too. They're hiring journalists.
Well, the other story that I thought was kind of funny is they had some of their undercover folks in a parking garage, and they happened to run into the CNN White House correspondent, Jeremy something or other. And they're, this is after Charles Chester had gone on, I don't know if they were dates, but he was videotaped bragging basically about how there's a bat phone, basically a red bat phone that Zucker will call down to a producer. It's like a direct line, and he'll say, nothing that I'm watching right now is making me want to stick. And then they have to come up with some other like super dangerous. Yeah, that's when they start, hyping the fear, and it's fear propaganda. And Charles Chester basically admits that in his brag about how it was basically CNN. If it wasn't for CNN, Trump would have gotten reelected. It's because of what they did that he did not. Of course.
Well, he was, but
correct.
He was the machine screwed it all up.
Correct. And so they basically just did a smear campaign, and there's another one happening. Whoopsie! Right now, they're going to go after him as a private citizen, his company, and it's just
right in New York. They're suing him. The AG.
I don't believe any of it.
Yeah, the Attorney General is suing him, and they're doing all these investigations. Okay, how many investigations has this man gone through since 2015? I mean, obviously, there's nothing there. Everything has been scrubbed, and it's just a distraction, I believe, from what's going on with the audits and what's going on with everything else that's coming all together.
Well, even this last thing with Giuliani, with the FBI raiding and taking devices out of his apartment, they've all gone and retracted the story. At this point, that's the formula.
Exactly.
Let's lie, right. And then in a month we'll just retract it, but the damage is done.
Right, because obviously they're clickbait. That's what they are.
They've turned into the Inquirer.
Yeah,
exactly. And the National Enquirer is probably more accurate than they are.
That's very true. And Real Raw News is probably more accurate than them. Seriously, they don't care. It's all ratings. It's all money. But you know what? They're going down. And Rachel Mad Cow, I call her.
Yeah, that's a good one.
She's going off the rocker.
She's freaking out.
Yeah, totally. It's very comical to see.
The anger. I mean, talk about unhinged.
Wow. She needs a life coach. She needs a life coach.
She needs a hug.
I have a life coach that I would recommend to her. Actually,
you could be her life coach.
Well, I'm a certified child life coach.
I
don't work with adults, but
she is a child.
She is a child. So maybe you know what? Maybe I'll reach out to Rachel Mad Cow, because she's mad and she's a cow.
She is mad.
I'm gonna get it on that one.
They're gonna take this video and bury it.
Totally
bury it.
Oh boy. Okay. So what else? So we talked about Project Veritas. What else is in the news? I have some articles, but I wanted to go through your list.
I have one more. Is lawmakers are now calling for Fauci to be Danger Man to be fired because of the range of the flip-flopping, the range of
my word.
I mean, don't wear masks. Wear masks. Masks will save you. Masks will not save you.
Exactly. Wear one mask. Wear two masks.
Wear 15 masks. Oh, you can go into a restaurant if it has 8.3 people, but if it has 8.7, you cannot. Don't look in their eyes.
Right.
Don't look in their eyes.
Exactly. If you look in your eyes, you'll get to see.
You're good.
And then it was 6 feet, and they're like, then they narrow it down to 4 to 5
6
feet.
inches. Can I be 6 inches from somebody's face?
Not inches. No. So all of these rules have changed, and it seems like it's every day it changes. But you know what? You still go down the street and you see people in their bloody cars by themselves with masks on.
All I'm saying, and you get the dirty looks in the stores if you're one of those. See, I'm not wearing a mask anymore.
Good for you. It's about freaking time.
I know, but the thing is you still get the dirty looks.
Hey, honey.
Hey, buddy. Yaya's on TV. Go see Papa. Go see Papa. So, and this whole thing with, I lost my train of thought with the
Danger Man you were talking about.
Woohoo. Well, Woohoo.
Oh,
okay. Woohoo.
Yeah.
People were taken off social media platforms, banned for, spreading, advancing information about it not coming from a wet market and coming from a lab. And now we've got Fauci saying that it needs to be investigated. And, there's someone who's suing Dr. Shiva in, I think, Massachusetts, who's suing because he got kicked off or banned. And I think he's suing Twitter. And he's saying that he has proof. He's representing himself. I looked into this. He's representing himself, which is kind of concerning to me because intelligent people don't do that. But he says he has proof that Twitter gets orders from the government on who to ban.
Oh, I have no doubt. I think I heard a little bit about this today. Yeah.
Yes. So basically, the government has contacts at Twitter and they'll say, okay, well, get this. People probably got Trump banned on Twitter. And I mean, it just goes on and on and on.
I know.
So, and did we talk about DeSantis in Florida yesterday? I think we did. Talking about
that he's going to allow Floridians to sue if they're being banned by social media.
And I really hope that is something that picks up.
Yep. Well, yep.
Tell me, you got something?
Well, no, I'm just saying that, we're Anonymous Bob and I are in the process of changing our residency to Florida.
Yes.
And so I love DeSantis. I love him. And so I'm so excited about that. I'm very excited. So
I wonder if I could sue YouTube for shutting down our channels because we're not saying anything bad. We're not telling people how to make, boom booms. We're not telling people to hurt each other. We're talking about current events.
Exactly. Well, you know what? Don't discard it. Put that in your back pocket. Who knows what's going to happen? I think it's all going to get good, though. It's all going to get good. Put that in your back pocket.
Okay, right there.
I think there's a chance, especially in Oklahoma, for sure. Not in Illinois, where I am.
No, I think Governor Stitt is probably working on writing this up as we speak. I'm hoping and praying.
I know. I love every day. It seems like DeSantis does something wonderful.
I like it.
Oh my word. I love him. I love him. I want to go to a rally. Speaking of rallies, I went online today because I'm looking for those dates that Trump is going to go to these 4 states because I really want to do everything in my power to go to one of his rallies.
Yes.
And I went to his website today and dates that I could find an hour ago anyway. I couldn't find any dates.
Me either.
So I'm going to look every day because I like I said before, I really wanted to go to one of his rallies when he was running for president, but it just never happened. So maybe this will happen. So that would be awesome.
That would be great.
Excuse me.
That's all I have.
Okay. So let me, speaking of Mr. T, let me share my screen. Did you see this little tidbit that he posted today on his, from the desk of Donald J. Trump?
Can you read that? Because I did read something where he was like dropping, saying something more to come.
Okay. In my opinion, this was this morning he dropped this. Let me read it.
Okay.
A new IPOS/Reuters poll, beliefs among Republicans, so that's the poll, shows 53% believe Donald Trump is the true president.
Is this among Republicans and it's among Republicans?
Okay, so 53% believe that Donald Trump is the true president, and then he does in italics, I always knew America was smart. Italics.
Okay.
Okay. What the heck is he saying here?
Well, there was a poll that was talking. There was more than that came out. I think that there's another sentence below that, wasn't it? Let's read the rest of it.
Well, then 2020 election was tainted 56%. So 56% of these thinks that it was tainted, and the election was stolen and rigged 61%. But what I'm drawing my attention to is I always knew America was smart.
He's saying something.
Well, of course, this is what I'm interpreting it. It says 53% believe Donald Trump is the true president. And then he says, I always knew America was smart.
Well, I wouldn't put it past him. He's very literal.
What the heck is that?
Well, My Pillow claims that he's going to be back in office by August.
Yeah, because he's going to go to the Supreme Court with all his evidence. And he thinks he's going up and down, up and down. He swears that he's going to get a 9-0 vote. That's what he says.
But when Bannon asked Mr. Pillow if he has taken all of his information to people of authority, he didn't really answer that question. And that was my only concern, because he's paying private investigators to, gather evidence and gather everything together. And I don't know if he still has pieces to put together and who he's going to take. You can't just take it to the Supreme Court. It has to go through a legal system to get there, doesn't it?
Oh, of course it does.
Yeah,
it does. But he doesn't go through the details of how he's going to get it there, but he says 100% it's going to go, and he's expecting a 9-0 vote. Whether he's insane and just in make-believe land, who knows?
Who knows?
But he has the evidence. I mean, he has clearly showed the evidence in his videos. If you go to Frank, what is it? frankspeech.com. The videos are there. The evidence is there. He has these whistleblowers and these analytical. He actually interviews these people who have dissected this data, work for the freaking government. They work for the government. Yes. Yeah. And this guy if you see his second video that he just released, I call him a whistleblower because he is his face is not shown and his voice is distorted because he doesn't want to be identified.
I wouldn't either.
He doesn't want the feds to knock on his door and arrest him.
I would put on like a Barb and Star wig and change my voice to Barb from Minnesota, and I'd have like just a tiny baseball cap on the top of my big hair, and I'd sit in the dark with big frosted glasses with big frames.
Oh my word!
No one would even know
what you would do it. I like that accent.
I'd get a bag.
You get a bag.
A bag.
So anyway, I thought that was very interesting.
I see. I like that.
He is very active. I mean, just from today.
They had to build him his own Twitter.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
seven times he's posted just today.
You ever wonder what Donald is thinking? They had to build him his own Twitter.
Well, he has his own Twitter. Exactly. F Twitter.
Yep.
Who needs Twitter?
Just make your own.
Exactly. I love it. Okay, so to me, this is another good sign. I think we're in good shape, folks. I really do.
We're holding the line. We're holding the fork in the line.
We are holding the line. And then why aren't we seeing our video feeds? I see the screen, but I don't see our
I just have it on a different look. I made it bigger.
Okay. Will you put it back to normal?
Just us?
No, the screen and us.
You want it like that?
Let's see. Yes, thank you.
Okay. I made it bigger because my eyeballs, it hurts.
Okay, you need better glasses.
I do.
You know what? These are computer glasses. Anyone who sits in front of a computer like I do, and I know Road Ranger does all day, they're called computer glasses. And they're specific glasses that help your eyes adjust to the electric screen. And it's definitely a deal breaker for me. My eyes, when I didn't have these glasses, at the end of the day, my eyes were very, very, they would hurt. They would hurt. And they were very uncomfortable. Now that I have these glasses, I do not have any of those problems anymore.
Oh, goody. It's not just a coating, they're actual computer glasses.
Yeah, the way they...
Whatever they do.
Yeah, it's a different prescription just for computers. So I have my computer glasses that I wear, and then I have my regular glasses. And then, yeah. So you need to go and get
when you're old.
Glasses. Well, we are old.
I have the no line bifocals, and it's hard because sometimes I'm doing this. So
yeah,
but that's how it goes. Ooh, Bobby says something important here. I have an app on my phone called Trump 2020. I just tried to open it and it gives this message. This app is not available in my country or region. They probably, the app stores probably shut it down.
You know what? I've seen that too.
Censor.
I'm sure in the App Store, it's not available. But I'm wondering if the app is no longer available because the election's over.
That could be.
But yeah, I noticed that too.
I heard Parler is back in the App Store, but I think everyone's already left.
I am done with Parler. That whole thing was messed up. Yeah. There's
some weird business going on there.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Telegram. Telegram's fine. I like Telegram.
I do too. So did you see this? Today is the 1-year anniversary of George Floyd's death.
Yeah.
And so they were having, a memorial service at that corner, and people were shot. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Maybe I misspoke. There was gunfire to a point where people were running and fleeing from the area. There's an anonymous zone. Yeah. So gunfire in the Minneapolis George Floyd anonymous zone earlier. I know you can't see this, but I'll just run this.
Yeah. We can't hear it, but yeah. And then I think everyone starts kind of ducking.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad. I hope no one was killed, but
I don't understand. I mean, here's the thing, it's a whole argument, but there is so much violence in the entire community when you get into certain areas, and they call the cops in these areas to come help. It's just, how are you? It's just one thing or another. It's just never going to end. I don't think it's ever going to end.
So this is ABC. I just watched this for the very first time. ABC, he was here, remembering George Floyd. I'm sure he was live. Well, they were live. As soon as the gunfire started going off, they cut the
scene. Okay. Like it wasn't happening.
Yeah, exactly. But there's another view that I saw earlier that, they didn't see from the screen. Video unavailable.
Yeah. See, it's just
okay.
Hiding.
What the heck is that? Really?
Because it goes against the message that cops, white men are the problem. White police officers. This doesn't fit in with the message they're trying to send. So they just shove it under the carpet.
I mean, really?
If there are bad cops, we know they're bad cops, but guess what? They have a sex offender registry that once you do bad things, you go in the registry and it sticks with you. Do the same thing to the cops.
Of course.
Freaking nail the bad cop.
So this is CARE 11. It's an NBC local station, maybe in Minneapolis, I'm guessing. So this was on their YouTube, but I click on it. It's unavailable because it didn't happen. That's why.
No.
It didn't happen. It was fake news. Fake news. Move along. Now, there's nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see here. Okay. So then, this drew my attention because of today is the 1-year anniversary of what happened in Minneapolis. And as everyone knows, there was a summer of love last summer. I missed the summer of love, but evidently there was a summer of love.
Really?
Well, that's what they called it when there was a summer of love last year in Portland and Seattle areas.
I would say it was the opposite, but we have to be careful what words because we cannot glorify violence.
No, I'm not exaggerating. That's what they called it. These officials, they called it. There's nothing's going on. There's no violence, and it's a summer of love. That's what they said.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yes. I'm not being sarcastic.
There must be a parallel universe somewhere.
There was.
Okay.
It's the sky is not blue. So during last summer, most of us, there was lots of play dates during last summer that we can't talk about or we will be banned. Correct. But a lot of these play dates said no po-po. Popos don't get no money, basically. Okay. I'm dumbing this down. I'm dumbing this down. Oh my God.
There was Chop and there was Chaz.
Yeah. So with this no popo, things are changing. I'm shocked. I never saw this happening. Did you, Road Ranger? Major cities backtrack on police budget cuts after crime surges. Well, I thought that not giving the money and funding the popo would be a good idea.
I think so, because that's what helps the problem. Like I said, instead of calling out the bad cops and getting the bad cops off the street that have a history of targeting people, Peter Doocy asked Jen Psaki, the press conference resting bitch face. He asked her what the Biden administration plans to do, considering crime is up 113%.
Yes, it is.
And of course,
what happened?
Her answer was that he's, taking a look at how to help communities to, work with mental health. It was just basic BS. Your basic.
Because a lot of these cities said, including Chicago, which thank goodness I'm an hour away, but that's in my backyard. They said, no popo funding, but instead of people calling, when they call 911, it's an emergency, counselors need to show up. instead of the popo.
If it's a mental health crisis, the counselors show up.
Right.
And then, yeah. And there's also cities that are saying that unless it's like traffic tickets now, cops aren't pulling anyone over because that's a targeting, touch point. And so if you're speeding or going through red lights, they can't stop you now, blah, blah, blah. It just,
everything's backwards and inside out. That's all I have to say. So they're backtracking and they're going to, I guess they're going to fund the police now.
What city is this that you're
Minneapolis.
Oh, really? They were the epicenter of everything. So,
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Crazy.
So, yeah, that's there. And then, okay. So this is my main story of the evening. Okay. Have you heard of Hammer City in Colorado?
Why? No, I have not, honey.
Okay.
Honey Badger. What's going on with Hammer City?
All right. So if you go to, it's blackhammer.org. It's a symbol of hope for the colonized working class. So this Hammer City is looking for donations.
Okay.
They accept Venmo and they accept Bitcoin and all of these cryptocurrencies. And so they have merch on their website.
They're super woke.
Oh my gosh. This is a project that they're building a city for all people of color to be free, no discrimination of nationality, gender, age, mental or physical differences. So they will provide you jobs, housing, food, and healthcare. No cops. No cops.
I love it.
No rent, no coronavirus, and no white people.
Oh, wow. So this is a utopia. And everything sounds like those hippie communes.
Yeah.
And, you get different. Okay, I'm sorry. I watch Survivor. You get different personalities. I don't care what you look like. There's going to be a fight broke out pretty soon.
No, this is not going to happen in Hammer City. Okay. This is not going to happen. And I guess this is a prototype of Hammer City. Look,
everyone's like igloos.
Yeah, they're like yellow igloos, and then there's an epicenter. It looks like, and their logo is a hammer in this.
Then like a cog.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't people do this for homeless people? People who actually I'm missing the point.
Okay, homeless people, as long as they're not white, that would work.
Okay, they can go there. Okay,
homeless. It doesn't. The criteria is not home. You don't have to have They don't look at your tax returns to see what property or assets you have. Okay, as long as you are not white. Okay, you can go here. Okay, but they're returning the land to the indigenous people.
So they want Native Americans.
Yeah, but then there's no discrimination. So I'm kind of confused about that.
That's a mixed message.
But you know what? Don't worry. It's just a minor detail. So they are building this first Hammer City in Colorado. Okay. So hundreds of people have already backed Hammer City.
How much money do they have?
They have raised $65,000 in 9 months. Make liberation for colonized people a reality.
I bet they're going to grow weed. I bet you anything they're growing weed. That's what the work
Colorado.
Is. Yes, this is going to be a weed farm.
Okay, well, it gets better. Let me continue.
It gets better.
Okay, so actually they've raised $70,000.
Okay,
you can anybody can go and contribute. I'm thinking about putting a monthly donation every month.
They'll probably make a lot of money with their weed farm if that's what they're going to do.
Well,
all right.
Whatever. Okay, so they accept donations in Bitcoin, and then they have a merch, and says, stop living paycheck to paycheck. Have a secure life with work, free housing, food, healthcare, and education.
Wow.
We're building a city for poor and working class colonized people to have a full control over our lives. Colonized people are people of color, and the term colonized people acknowledges our history, just not our skin color. Our people have suffered through generations of colonization, slavery, war, and poverty. So it just goes on and on and on. So I'm like, wow, this looks really good. No rent.
Yeah.
No cops. I mean, I like cops. So, I mean, but I would be willing to check this out. So, I got my wallet out.
Will they take your money though? If you can't live there, maybe they don't want your money.
So I got my wallet out and I was about to enter my monthly donation. But then I found out.
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, I have a screenshot. So please hold. Let me. Okay. But then I was fishing on Facebook.
Trying to see if they had a Facebook page or something?
Well, yeah, I was just, before I,
before you
submitted my donation, evidently I found out, okay, they're in Colorado. They're in San Miguel County.
Okay.
Deputies, this was on May 21st.
Okay.
Deputies responded Monday evening to a trespass report on a property south of Norwood, where a group of 8 to 12 people from the Black Hammer organization were camping prior to a property purchase that ultimately did not occur. Because on their website, they said that they purchased 200 acres of land.
But that might not be true.
It's not true.
And they called the cops.
Well, someone called the cops.
Oh, because they're trespassing. So
trespassing.
Hammertown they don't own Hammertown.
No.
You can't. Well, good thing you checked this out. You would have been giving your.
Oh my God.
If there's 8 to 12 people, I bet you they're going to split that money and then just zoom out of there.
Okay, well, that's what happened.
Oh,
So when deputies arrived, they advised the group of the trespass, and they left the area without incident.
Okay, well, that's good of them.
Well, deputies found some individuals were legally armed and posed no threat to public safety. There's been no reports of that group. The group has since been seen. So they skipped town.
Okay, so maybe it's not happening then.
Well, I'm confused. So I guess what they said on their website, that they here in April 2021, Black Hammer Org announced the purchase of the 200 acres of land for Hammer City Turtle Island.
Okay, well, they announced the purchase, but maybe the purchase didn't go through then.
Okay, so they just escaped.
That's a lot of money.
They
200
just
acres
escaped.
I don't know. That's a lot of money.
Anyway, so you know what? Maybe I should give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's an escrow.
Well, why don't you follow this?
Maybe maybe they're just going, maybe there's multiple offers on the land.
Hard to say. And you know what? I do definitely see the humor in this, but we want to make sure everybody knows we love everybody of color.
Of course. No.
It's just the idea of this utopian, which we know it's not human nature. If they can't make it work on Survivor, they can't make it work in Hammer City.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's going to happen with Hammer City, but
why don't you keep us up to date with this? Because maybe it will work somewhere.
I will keep you up to date. You know what? I will report back.
Okay.
I will report back on what's going on with Hammer City.
Awesome. That's a very good find. I don't know even how you found that little nugget, huh?
Well, I have my ways.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Okay, so now this is a sad story. So I don't know if you remember, but the first man in the world to get approved for the jab, he passed away of a heart attack or a stroke.
Was it linked or what? It probably wasn't. I mean, 81.
You know what? Of course, they're not going to say that. I mean, he was 81.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the poke was related at all. But there was, let me refresh my page. I thought that
was a really big deal because
it was a really big deal. Yeah. Let me see. There was a picture of him, I think, somewhere.
Yeah, it was.
He was
getting the shot.
Here he is.
Yes, bless his little heart.
I know.
Well, that's what happens. That's life.
I know. All right. So then the last thing I have, let's see if there's any real raw news. There isn't. There isn't.
Same.
There isn't, but there are upcoming tribunals.
Oh, sweet.
So let me pull up the schedule.
Okay, great. This is by the way, this is Pence running from the law and getting shot in the chest, which is an actual story on Real Raw News.
It is.
I could just see him running and just being shot.
So the next one's up. The next one's up is James Comey on May 31st. And then Huma Abedin, right? Ugh, I can't pronounce that.
Abedin.
Thank you, Abedin. June 7th. And then Bill
where's
Clinton.
Weiner? Why isn't Weiner in this list? He had the laptop.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Bobby says that she goes to Before It's News, and they have things that are like Real Raw News. So maybe
really?
Maybe we can do 2 segments: Before It's News and Real Raw News.
Yeah. So that's, unfortunately, I don't have a big show update today, but that is all I had today. And of course, the Arizona audit is continuing. Georgia's is heating up, and that's an ongoing.
Yep, they did confirm that they have a ton more people and volunteers helping do the count in Arizona, and they have the Coliseum until June 30th. But I think that they think things are going to definitely speed up because they've doubled their personnel, as we saw in the pictures.
Oh my goodness, I can tell for sure.
So things are going to speed up. And what they did was during the week that they were down from the Coliseum is they trained all the new people.
So that's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, if I was in charge, that's what I would be doing.
Yep.
During that break, I would be getting everyone trained and getting more volunteers and creating that machine. Oh, that's excellent.
Yep. That's excellent. That's exactly what they did. They took that week. Everyone kind of got rusted. They got the people lined up and ready to go with their running shoes on.
Nice. Yay. All right. So
Nana, give us away. There she is. She's so petite. Look at her. Her hand is like a Barbie doll hand.
Oh my goodness. I saw some pictures. I was going through some, because we're getting ready for a garage sale. And here is a picture. Let me see.
She was hot.
Of Revolution Nana in the chair. And then that's Revolution RoadRanger and Honey Badger.
In our panties.
I know. I think we just got out of the bag. Isn't that cute?
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like it.
I know. And there's more here. Let's get a bad picture of you. Here.
I still weigh the same. I weigh exactly the same amount of pounds as in that photo. That one too. Who's on the toilet?
I'm on the toilet.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Isn't that great? That's great. And then here, one last picture. Here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm the big one. I'm the big one, and that ugly little child is Road Ranger.
Little rugrat. What's in your hand? Is that an AR-15?
It is actually. Yeah. Oh, it's a saw. Saw.
Okay.
It's either a gun or a saw or a hatchet. I don't know.
Okay, something horrible.
It's a toy.
Okay.
It's a toy. It's a child's toy. Yes, these are really cute. I know. I found those goodies. It is classic, Bobby.
Thank you for sharing, Honey Badger.
You're welcome.
Fun to look at.
Nana was sexy. She is hot and sexy.
All right, one more. This is really cute. We were cute when we were little. Look at that.
Is that us?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We liked each other back then.
I know. Look at that.
What the heck happened?
I'm so thin. I'm so thin.
Me too. Oh, all right. Well, let's
it's time to go.
Yes.
All right. Well, we are going to pray for the military.
We're going to pray for the children.
And we're going to pray for President
Trump. Woo! Well, thanks everyone. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and we will probably see you tomorrow, hopefully.
Yes, if there's good news, or if there's news tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow. Well, we love you. We love you. We love you.
Thank you for joining, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Like and subscribe.
Love you.